Hey class, hope you're having a great Monday. And we're going to still be talking about triangles and angles for a few more weeks. Now, we're also going to include parallel lines. But today, we're mostly going to be talking about triangles and what happens if one of the angles is an equation. Let me show you on your homework, on your practice. Do you see these triangles down here? This is 36 degrees, that's 38 degrees. But this one right here is 9x plus 7. Now you might think, why in the world are we doing this? Well, believe it or not, um, back in the day, a long time ago, people used to build everything using triangles. They used to build cities, they used to build buildings, they used to build gardens, and all kinds of things were built um, from triangles. They used to build weapons for war, for fighting. And a lot of that construction, sometimes they would have to build something to scale. Maybe they wouldn't know exactly what the measurement of one of the angles is, but they knew the general relationship. So that's why there are x's and y's. Now I know most of you probably didn't worry about that, but some of you did. Some of you are wondering, why are we doing this? And that's the reason why. It's going to help build your math, but it's also something that has been used historically throughout the ages to build things. All right, so first thing we're going to talk about is we're just going to quickly review um, finding the missing angles. So I'm going to give you a couple problems. I'll actually work one or two of them through you. I know that that's 70. I know that that's 90. How do I find that angle right there? Can I know what that angle is if one side is 70 and the other is 90? And of course we can, because these three angles added together equals 180, right? And then after that, we're going to look at solving equations using angles. So we're going to use this, what we do in the review, to solve an equation, to build and solve an equation. Now, if you remember, all three angles equal 180, so 180 minus the first angle minus the second angle is going to give us the missing angle value. So let's look at this one. So if I have 180 degrees, if that equals 70 plus 90 plus b, well, then all I have to do is subtract 70 and 90 to get the b. So 180 minus 90, that's going to equal 90, right? Okay, and you can use your calculator. You don't have to do it step by step like I'm doing, but it's good practice to do it if you want to. That would be a good thing to do, but make sure you show your work. And then 90 minus 70, that's the other angle, gives us 20. So what is angle B for this problem? It is 20. So if you follow this along and write this down, then you already have one of your problems solved for this worksheet. There are 10 problems. Okay. All right. So that's solving triangles. Okay. Now, if we're going to look at one that doesn't have just numbers, but let's say it has a value of x in it, the first thing you want to do in a problem like, here, let me erase this. In a problem like these down here, first thing you want to do is set up an equation. Well, we know that all three of these angles equals 180. So we're going to have 180 equals 90 plus 49 plus 4x plus 9. So we call that setting up the equation. The second thing you want to do, see, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180. Second thing you want to do is look and see if there are any like terms and combine like terms. That's going to make things a lot simpler. So for this problem, like terms would be the 90 and the 49 and the 9. So let's go ahead and do those two steps here. First step is adding all of the angles. Remember that little box thing means 90. I'll cross that out. So that's angle 1 plus angle 2, 49. Cross that out too. plus angle 3. And that is 4x plus 9. Now you notice there's parentheses around here, but I'm dropping the parentheses because we're adding. If we were subtracting, we'd want to make sure that we distributed that. Or if we're multiplying this angle times something, we'd want to do that too. Since all we're doing is adding, we can drop the parentheses. And that's going to equal 180. All right, so now I would recommend for your next step is to combine like terms. So this 90, this 49, and this 9 are all like terms. Okay, so what is 90 plus 49? That's 139. Plus 9 more, that's going to give us 148. So we combine those three like terms, 90 plus 49 plus 9. So that gives us 148. Okay. And then we're going to bring down the 4x because it's not a like term. Okay, now to solve for x, it's a two-step equation. So the first step, we set up the equation, like we did there. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180. Then the second step is we combine it like terms. We combined all the numbers and left this term, the 4x, alone. And then the last thing we do is we're just going to solve for x using two steps. So the first step is I'm going to subtract the whole number. I'm going to leave x by itself, leaving that there. I always want to leave x alone, as long as you only have one x remaining. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 148 from both sides of the equal sign. Okay. Boom. It's gone. And all we have left now is our 4x on the left side. It's the only thing remaining. On the right side, I have 180 minus 148. So that's going to give me 32. Now we only have one step left. So that first step was we subtracted both sides by this number. But we left this number alone because it's the coefficient of x. It's all part of one term. All right? Now that we only have this one term remaining, now we can divide out the coefficient, the 4 that's in the front. And that'll give us our answer. So let's make it green. This green's nice. Okay, so we're going to divide both sides by 4. Four divided by 4 is 1, so I'm just left with 1x, or x. 32 divided by 4. What is 32 divided by 4? Do you know it by memory? That is 8. And that is your answer. X equals 8. Okay. The first step is we added all the angles and then set it equal to 180. Then we combined it, I don't know how to say that well, sorry, all of the numbers and left that x term alone. Then we subtracted the sum of these three numbers from both sides. And then the last thing we did is we divided by the coefficient of the x. You'll find that all of these problems are going to follow the same pattern. And you guys have a great day. And make sure you check out the answers at the bottom. And that's it for now. Bye.